Yo, what up, what up, what up? What's going on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, man? It's Mr.Real Talk, the Real Talk podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Same old thing, same story. Friday night at 8. Live, we live with y'all Friday night at 8. So get straight, don't be late. And what we like to do again here, man, is have real talk, real conversations, real people. You know what I'm saying? We have just real conversations, y'all. Everyday conversations and shit you have at work, conversations you have in the break rooms and shit like that. That's what we do here at Real Talk, man. We talk, like I said, real life shit, and this stuff we deal with. And I bring people on, just like, us, just people, everyday people like me, you, and everybody else, man. That's what we do here at Real Talk. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I do have a guest this evening, and I would love to introduce y'all to Miss Nancy Fooks. Pleasure having you on the show, Miss Fooks.
Thank you.
And tonight we're gonna talk about some things. Basically I just I know a little bit about her story. She has to me, she, in my opinion, she has a very fruitful life. She's very full of life, and and I a conversation I had with her a few months ago was pretty dynamic. It was awesome to me because her thought process is different than most people I've encountered. So that's what we're gonna kind of talk about this evening. You know what I'm saying? With some real talk, real conversation, because a lot of times one of the big topics me and her are going to discuss is like marriage, being, later, middle age. A lot of people, still want to be married. I've never been married before. People ask me all the time. Like I was just asked yesterday, yo, you want to be married? Yes or no. I was like, it's if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm not, my life is not going to be, completely a failure because I don't get married. But it's just one of them things for me. It's not. It's in the cards. It's up there, on the list. But my life is not going to be a failure if I don't get married. So that's just my outlook on it. I think men grow up a little different. I think we grow up a little different than women, in my opinion. That's what me and Miss Nancy gonna talk about. I think we grew up a little different. I think marriage is in the cards, but it's not like, yo, dog, we not in high school or in sports, especially if we play sports, talking about, nigga, we get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I just think we didn't, grow up, think we was more like, yo, where the hoes at? That's how we grew up. Where the hoes. Yeah, especially we went to that phase where we, started spanking it and then where the hoes at? That was the real thing. So I think we just grew up a little different than women. I think women grew up with the fairy tale, big house, white fence, dog, kids type of thing. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So again, thank y'all for joining. I appreciate everybody who watches and, support the show. Again, I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Live simultaneously tonight, Friday night at 8. Got me a little yak, so if y'all know me, want grab you something to drink. But we're going to have an interesting conversation tonight, y'all. So let's dive right into it, Miss, Fooks, on how, on your view on, marriage and life and how you see things.
So growing up, right, marriage, as I'm a little older, middle age, like you said, I just turned 48. So
Okay.
Never been married.
Okay.
I was engaged once.
Okay.
I've always been getting asked to marry. For men, always asked me to marry them, right?
So how many times you been asked to be married?
At least 7.
Damn.
Right?
You've been asked 7 times to be married?
Yes, and I always say, no, I'm not ready, or it's just not now, right? The reason being, I want to be at a certain point in life. I have a busy life, right? And those that have asked, they're not in the cards for me, or I don't feel like we're aligned. And what I mean that by in different ways, right? So you want to marry someone who's going to further your life, someone you can partner with, that you trust, financial, everything, right? So the thing I always say about people, live your life, get to know who you are, what your hobbies are, what you like, get everything that you want to do, have it set up, do a to-do list, a bucket list, as you will. And of course, it would be nice to share your life with someone, but you have to be happy with yourself first before you get with anybody.
Thank you.
That's the main thing. And you can't get with someone thinking they're going to make you happy, because no one can make you happy but yourself. So that's the first thing. So of course, when I was younger, it's taught, get married, have kids, right? I do have a daughter. I did have a daughter out of wedlock. No regrets, no mistakes, no nothing. I love her to death, right?
And
right?
Now I got kids too.
Yes. So I didn't do it the traditional way because I was raised in a church, right?
Okay.
So I didn't do it the traditional way. At the time when I was younger, of course I wanted to get married, right?
Okay.
Not so much as to her father, but I did want to get married because you want to get a house, you want to get the car, like you said, the house, the picket fence, you want to do
dog, yeah,
things.
you wanna-
Exactly,
yeah.
right? It didn't work out.
Right.
So you grow up and you're like, okay, now it's like, let me establish myself. You can't wait around to buy a house with somebody, right? You got to start moving on your own. And once I realized that, like, there's no knight in shining armor that's going to come save you. Okay, let me do this on my own. Let me get the house. Let me get the car, which I had already had all of that stuff, right? So now I'm getting involved with other stuff. So now I'm getting like extremely busy, and it's just like I date here and there. I've been in long-term relationships here and there, but it don't pan out, which is fine, right? You grow up and you start learning things. You learn something from every relationship. I always tell people it's not so much as if you're compatible or not, if it's in God's will, right?
Okay.
So once you see things coming to an end, or once you see things, all right, this isn't for me, or a lesson or a season, you just learn how to move on.
Right. Right.
So I'm never the person that's going to stay with someone if I'm not happy, or if I see things not working out. I just don't believe. I don't want to be miserable and married. Right. I know a lot of persons that's miserable and married at this time, right?
Yeah.
And also a lot of persons that got married when they were so young, they divorced and got married 2 and 3 times. I want a forever marriage. So when I get married, I want to know, all right, this is the person I'm supposed to be with to spend the rest of my life with, no matter how old I'm going to be, right? So when growing up, you always think that. So then you have this vision, and then when it doesn't pan out, or when it doesn't come to fruition, you're just like, okay, let's look at it a different way.
Right.
So I got involved with some other things. As far as work, I've been working at the post office 28 years. I'm a veteran. I went to the military. I was in the Navy. I'm in a sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I'm also in Toastmasters, and I also have a foundation in Ghana for Mildred D. King Foundation, help women and children. So it's like I'm constantly busy, and I have a very active social life. I have a lot of friends in different states. I travel often and a lot. So it's kind of hard to find someone
that
to
fits
fit
in your life.
Exactly. And I'm not saying they have to do any of the things that I'm doing, but at the same time, it would be nice if you were involved in some of the situations. Right? So now I'm at the point where, yes, I date here and there, but dating has changed a lot over the years. Right? So now, I don't know, it's like guys want to be the women where they want you to chase them. And I find that so strange. It's like they text all the time. Like literally all the time, like pick up a phone or call and say something, you know what I mean? Or ask me out, or if I'll mention, well, let's go out, let's do this, let's do that. It's just not the same. And then it's like you go out and it's like you find out you have nothing in common. Right? So it's just to the point where it's like everything's changed, and you're trying to date, or you're trying to stay positive, which I am and I do. But for me, marriage isn't a main goal. I know a lot of women who they have to get married.
Say it again, man.
It's not a goal. They have to get married. They have to get married.
I gotta be married.
And for me, I think I don't want to say I've been running from marriage for so long. I just want to be sure. So it's not like, oh, I got to get married. Or if I'm in a relationship, oh, this is going good for a few months, maybe a year. Okay, so let's get married. No. Let me take my time. Let me get to know you, your aspect. Because when you think about marriage, and it's still true today, you combining families, incomes, living space. And a lot of times people skip over that stuff because they're still in an infatuation phase. Right? A lot of persons have habits you don't know about, family that you don't want to deal with. And I hate to see people, they're together, they don't want to deal with this side of the family. They don't want to deal with that side of the family. So it's like, and then when you have kids, and I'm at the age now, I don't even have to worry about your kids. Now, I'm at the age where I got to ask how many grandkids you have. Like, it's changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that stage. Like, how many kids
so
you
why
got?
So why did the grandkids matter, though?
If I was to be a grandmother, I don't have any grandkids now, but I will have my grandkids sometimes. So now I have to say, if I'm with a guy, he has kids and he has grandkids, how often do you get these grandkids? How is that going to affect our relationship? Or do your grandkids live with you? There's a lot of grandparents out here raising grandkids now. True, you know what I mean? True. So is that something that I even want to deal with? Do I want to date someone who has younger kids that's still in school? Because that's a whole nother dynamic. It's so many things to it now.
Look, this is why I say this is real talk, y'all. Look how she breaking it down, like, realistically. Like, a lot of y'all live in this fairy tale. Like, you're going to just meet somebody and, oh, we're going to get married next month. Look how she breaking down every aspect, which you must do because, like you said, these people get married and then they miserable or they not happy. Because you didn't look at the
skipped
whole
over.
picture.
Yes.
Yeah, you skimmed through the book. You
Yes.
didn't read the whole. You just read the cover.
Exactly.
It looks good on the outside, but you got to get to know the person, whole person, man. You broke it down like, and like you looked at it from the whole, like I said, the whole picture. Grandkids, kids. How many kids you got? Is your kids younger? Your kids older?
Yes.
And like you said, being compatible.
Very much so.
So many women settle just to say, I was married now.
Yeah,
I was married now. I was married now. So many women.
True.
I know countless situations where women just get married because I deserve to be married. I need to be married. Like, and I get it. I feel you and I understand. But I think that's where it is different for men and women. Like, you know, we don't, like I said, we in our locker rooms, we in the school and locker. You know, of course we had the girl we liked in school and shit, the puppy love. Like, okay, like we was taught by parents, that's the one, and you probably marry her. But some of them that did get married in high, they miserable. Some happy, some are miserable. Some didn't even evolve together. Some, you know what I'm saying, one still like living the same, one is totally changed. So that's another thing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and now, like you said, we middle age now. You can't, people, like you said, the mental capacity, you don't know. Like you said, and another thing you said, you're not going to stop your life.
Right.
You're not going to stop everything you're doing.
Right.
You're not going to stop.
That
and you can't, and a person can't, the person shouldn't want you to.
Yes. Keep up or fall back. That's what I always say.
Keep up or fall back?
Yes. We either going to keep up or fall back.
But you know, a lot of men, we getting older, man, they rub my back. I ain't trying to, you know, a lot of men don't like to do it. A lot of men don't even like traveling.
That is true, and they are not for me. That is very true.
They ain't even passport ready.
No,
so
that's
a lot
okay.
and I'm thinking of like some men, you know, a person in my family, a lot of men don't travel. You know, some do. Like it's more that don't travel than that do. Like,
and that's okay, and we'll just be friends. But we can never take it up to another level
because
I'm always on the go.
Yeah,
so it's like if I'm married, why wouldn't I want somebody with me? Not saying they have to come every trip or every time, but it's just a different dynamic.
What about the dudes who do like, man, I'm just doing this for you. I'm going this for my wife.
No, see, we would know that before we get to that part, and that's when you just fall out. All right, we're gonna be cool. Yeah. But that's about it.
But women settle for these type of dudes all the time.
I know my worth, so I'm never gonna settle.
That's you.
Exactly.
But that's why
I'm just saying. I know I'm not gonna settle because I don't want to be miserable.
That's why I brung you on this show, because like your conversation a few months ago was just so raw and authentic and dope that I was like, yo, this need to be heard. And that's why I'm saying I had to ask you to come on, because exactly like you look at it from a different lens that I think not knocking women or anything, but I think some look at it from a falsehood, almost a false lens.
Well, growing up, you always think that marriage is security, right? So a lot of women have that perspective, like, oh, I have to get married, or it's like ingrained in us, right?
Facts.
And then, you know, it's some things that we can't do as women. I'm not one of those women say, oh, I don't need a man. Okay. Oh, I need a man. I got brothers, I got cousins. When something broke at my house, I call my brother. Right. You know, when you need certain things done, you do need men. I'm not going to say I don't ever need a man. It's just different. I don't need to be in a relationship. Right. Or I don't need to be married to a man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, it's always good to have guy friends who help you out, who don't want nothing in return, because then you have those. Now that's a little tricky part. Once for me, myself, I'm just speaking for myself. Once I know that's what you intend on or what you want to take it there, and you're just a friend, I'm good. Okay. I don't need any of that in my life, right? Okay. But if you're my friend, then come on and help me. And I'm a woman, so I got a lot of single guy friends. They need help with doing different things that they may not know how to do. Okay, that's fine. I'm your friend. I'm a female. Let me, whatever you need to done, right? So I think sometimes people cross the boundaries when it comes to that. And that's when they always go, oh, I don't need no man. He trash. He this, he that. It's not that. It's just that he didn't want to take it there with you. And you didn't understand, or you didn't see it, or you thought it was going to be more. Men will tell you very early on, if they don't say it by their actions, they're going to say it by their words, or vice versa. They will let you know what this is going to be, right? Men is very visual. So when they see a woman, they know if they want to get with this woman or not. When they start having conversation with her.
When you say get with her, mean like
be in a relationship with her, have sex with her. Let's just be open about it.
Have
have
sex
with her.
Sex.
Yes. I don't know, because I'm not a dude. But for men, yes, you'll see. All right, same thing with women though. We'll see somebody like, okay, he nice looking. I'll let that hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. He can hit. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like when you start talking to them, you get to know them. You kind of draw your boundaries then. And again, women, we show you. We'll tell you. We're not doing certain things. You know, this ain't a go. All right, we just gonna be cool. Right. But I think some people skip those. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just think like, all right, if I do this, it'll be cool. If I do this for her, it'll be cool. Let me give her some money. Let me do this. And it's like, no, now when she's using you, all of a sudden she's a gold digger.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's just different perspectives.
Well, I think I was just telling somebody this a couple of days. I was like, I think like let's take, in my opinion, I don't know this for sure, but I love Tyrese because he could actually sing. And I was like, nigga, if you don't just fucking go somewhere and make an album, like we need Airbnb back. You just sit on, go make an album instead of crying. So I'm just thinking of him like, he had multiple women. And I think he finally picked one. I think as men, certain caliber of men, we pick who we want to give that chance to. We say, like, we know who we want to give our last name to. Like, for example, like we know, like, yo, you know what, she gonna be the one I give the opportunity to. Right. And sometimes it work out, and like in his case, I think it didn't work out, and that's why he's so hurt. I think devastated because he thought like this the one out of all the women I had, this the one I gave that chance to, and look what happened. So now I think he's gonna be a savage mode the rest of his life. In my opinion, I don't know him in person, but I think he's just gonna be a savage mode the rest of his life because he look hurt. Like his motherfucker crying and shit. Like,
made a whole album about her.
Yeah, right. So
so
I think men. We don't know for sure because me personally, I've been in love with some people I ain't even know how I ain't had no business being in love with, or it just happened. So I think as men, it just happens sometimes. We don't know sometimes. We just get, feel like most time be the woman like saying, let's keep it real. Like, yo, what we doing here? What is this? Y'all ask those questions.
I think we ask that because we get to a certain point where it's going too long. And so for me, let me know what we're doing so I know if I'm still entertaining others.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
But you see how y'all got to ask that question. Men, a lot of men just don't come out and say, yo, you know what? You my girl now.
Well, see, I beg to differ. I've been in relationships where they'll say, well, let's be exclusive, or can you be my girlfriend, or whatever this is. Exclusive, we're not dating, right? We're not dating other people.
Yeah, that's just
right.
That. But y'all not in a relationship.
For me, until you tell me that, I'm going to date whoever.
Okay. So they've got it first. And that's the thing, too. It's different. So people don't know the different, like, it's exclusiveness, which is y'all not in a relationship. So I don't have no relationship duties. Only thing we're saying is that we're not dating others. It's just exclusively me and you right now. But all the relationship duties are not fully here. You don't have to, like, that's what a relationship. A relationship is a duty.
My exclusive is.
What is your exclusive?
We're dating and we're in a relationship, but we're not dating other people. That's my exclusive.
That's a relationship.
Exactly. Well, you just said it's not a relationship.
No,
you said without.
So
all
social media created this new a couple years back with the new wave of dating. The exclusiveness title became exclusive. It's this supposed to be like you're exclusive. It's no relationship. Y'all not in a relationship, but y'all exclusive.
I'm old. I'm 48. So when you say exclusive, we together.
No, then that's a relationship. Then you just talking about a full blown relationship. So it is a difference though. So a couple years back, somebody did something where they said exclusiveness was this. It was like levels, like exclusiveness. Then we go to a relationship, then maybe marriage or engagement.
Okay, well, let me be clear what I'm saying.
Okay.
So exclusive, we're in a relationship. We're together.
Okay.
We're not dating anyone else.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then it goes from engaged to marriage. That's for me. I'm like I said, I'm older. I don't know about that new social media way. We ain't doing all of that. Because I just reach and find out talking to me, and you just like here, there, whatever. You talk to them every few months or whatever. I'm like, okay. That get dragged on for forever. That's when the girl probably says, or the woman will say, hey, what we doing here? Because they probably been talking to you forever and they not knowing. But what happens is a lot of people get caught up in that talking stage thinking they're together or that you're the only person they're talking to. And that's when a lot of feelings get hurt and a lot of, oh, this nigga ain't whatever.
The only thing I believe that's true as far as like the whole, back and forth kind of like, when women say, a man knows what he wants, a man knows how to hunt, a man knows, I don't believe it. I mean, me personally, because I think it's different caliber of men. And certain caliber, like when even earlier you said, like, men these days change, the dating game changed because there's more options for men than there are for you. Like, for example, the quality of women, there's way more higher quality of women than men, in my opinion. I think so you got the lesser quality guy who may attract the higher quality woman. So now he feeling himself, like, this is my opinion out here now. Like, I think, I'm gonna just be honest. The nigga that ain't used to get no pussy is getting pussy now. The nigga who ain't used to get no attention is getting attention now. So, and he's overwhelmed with it. Like, I can't believe I got Diane. I tried to get Diane my whole life. I could never get her attention. And then he gets Diane and he treats her like crap too because he feeling himself. Because I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? Because he been rejected his whole life. And now he's getting all this attention that he never got before because he's got a good job. He's doing well for himself. And, you know, women look at that. Like, you know, women at our age is looking at security. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need somebody financially secure, like you said. Somebody who like you said, want to travel and stuff like that, you know, and like to do some things. So that might be him. He just look like a little gorilla. But, you know, some might make you get over that part. Some women can look past.
I'm not one. I tried that before. It doesn't work.
You went through the ugly phase. Y'all all go through the ugly phase. Like, what is up?
No.
So
I didn't go. It wasn't a phase. The guy was really nice, right? That was the one I was engaged to, and I just couldn't. Because I was like, I gotta take you out. We gotta be out. Like, no. I've learned from there, don't settle when it comes to the looks. Because now you got to think about, and I was young, so now you got to think about kids. Family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, what the kid going to look like? What if they come out looking like this? I don't want this for my life. I don't want this. So you got to start thinking about stuff like that, right? So ever since then, I was like, all right, no more ugly dudes. If I'm not attracted to them, then that's it. I can't do it no more. Because you got to take them out. You got to take pictures. Now you got pictures with them. Like, and you looking at it like, what the heck was I really thinking?
Yeah,
like, oh, you can't tell from a picture, oh, he was nice. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah.
Take him home to the family. Like,
yes, and your girl's talking about you like, sis, what is, you know?
Girl, he nice though. He treats you nice. He's so nice, but he ain't like, you want to have that girl. Where the fuck you got get him from?
Not even that for myself. Yeah. If we get into an argument, the first thing, nigga, you ugly. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about stuff like that. You looking at him like, what? So yeah, I couldn't do it. That didn't last for other reasons, but
you got engaged to this ugly nigga.
Because I was young and I was like, okay, this is secure. I was 19, 20. 19, 20.
So
you know, you're thinking he's way older than me, which now it's a thing.
Yeah.
Before at 19, 20 back then, it was just kind of like, okay. So it's like security. He had everything. I was like, okay, he had a house. He had 3 cars. He had a good job. But again, he's like 8, 9, 10 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, it's just like, okay, I'll be all right. But then it's like, you can't get past the face. Like, I couldn't get past it at some point. You know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like,
damn, you
this
had
not
to take
gonna
pictures
work.
And back then it wasn't social media. So imagine now social media, you posted pictures with him and shit.
Oh my God, I could never. At the time, nice guy. That quickly changed.
Me and Bay vacation.
It was just like, so yeah, after that was my little, again, reason, season, lifetime. That was my season to learn this is not what you want for your life. So no more ugly dudes. If he's not attractive to you, then keep it pushing.
Yes. But some women say, you know, it ain't. I heard it ain't about looks, it's about how you treat me. As long as you treat me nice. And I'm like, you date a gorilla? Like, I was just joking about the Planet of the Apes. These niggas be looking like Copa where? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these just, so you'd rather walk, and then for real, okay, I consider myself a nice looking brother. Like, so me and you walk down the street, thank you, baby. So me and we walk down the street, and I'm like, you know, I'm like, oh, hey, Mike. And I'm like, yo, who Mike? Oh, that's just my ex. Monkey Mike is your ex? So now I feel I'm gonna be honest, I feel sideways because like that nigga was he was hitting, I was going through some things at the time. He was there, you know, I was just, you know, I gave him a chance. He was so nice. But that's Monkey Mike ill. Like you said, y'all would have had a kid, I would have had to raise this orangutan.
Yeah, see, the ugly dude, if we walk past, you would never know that I was even I wouldn't even say nothing. I would just
you wouldn't speak.
Give him a little solid head nod. You know who I am, I know who you are, but you're not gonna know who he is.
So if you seen dude today, you would not speak.
No, not if I'm with a dude or if I'm with someone. No. By myself, yes. I don't want to hear my dude or whoever I was dealing with be like, yo, you was with that.
That's what I'm saying, because that's what I'm gonna be like.
You would never get me like
I'm not even gonna go home with you that night, probably. And if we live together, I might stay at my mom's or something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be that much up because I'm like, yo, you gay? That nigga was in my book. God,
who want all those questions? You just keep walking like.
Yo,
don't say nothing. In the back of your head, then when you get home, you call your girl, remember that dude I was engaged to? I seen that today. Like, it's the whole thing. Like,
yo, so I don't want my new dude to know I even look at, that's crazy. What if he speak to you, though? Hey, man, hey.
I'm like, he wouldn't know I know him, but you wouldn't know the extent to how I know him.
How you been?
I'm like, I'm good. Oh, I met him wherever. You know what,
though? You know you can play it off church. He just went to church. He just went to my church.
I'm not a liar, so I would just say, oh, yeah, I do know him, but I wouldn't tell you how I know him or that we was engaged. You wouldn't get all that information out of me. Listen.
You just said you ain't a liar, but if he start digging, like, well, how you know him? You're not gonna say you're not engaged.
I'll tell him how I know him. Not saying that I'm engaged.
But he.
No. I met him this place or whatever. Oh, I just met him from this. MySpace. I ain't seen him in a long time. He just said, "What's up?"
So did he say, yeah, y'all date before?
Yeah. And then that's see, I know how to just keep talking. We gonna just keep it moving. We gonna get all into the specifics of the details.
Damn,
I always say, don't ask questions you really don't want to know the answer to,
Oh,
because
man,
when you
yeah.
ask questions you do know,
Oh,
then you're
man.
gonna be heartbroken, mad, sad, and all this other stuff come along with it.
We'll
So,
get into the whole cheat when men find their women cheating and ask them questions. And I don't know
it's
why.
different.
I don't know why we ask, like, why we want deep. Like, when women catch us cheating, they just ask one question: did you fuck her? I just want to know. Just tell me the truth.
True.
Did y'all fuck? And we be like, yeah. And they be like, okay, that's all I wanted to know. I knew you was fucking that bitch. I knew it's okay. No problem. I knew you was fucking. I just knew you was. And y'all keep it like that.
See, for me, that's giving too much emotion. You're not gonna see me cry because you done cheated on me.
See?
But at the same
but you
time,
gonna
for me,
but you gonna call your girlfriend like, bitch, I knew that motherfucker.
yeah, I'm gonna call my girlfriend, yes, and tell them. But for me, it's over once you cheat.
Yeah.
I'm
But
good.
see, but men, we go into like, just tell me, man. Just tell me the truth. I just,
And then y'all can't handle the truth.
yeah, we can.
just
So,
different.
and then we keep going. Like, so did you, like, what did y'all do? Like, we want to know how many times, where
Yeah, y'all be
at.
asking too many questions
I
when it
mean,
comes to that.
was
Then
it
get
raw?
your
And then we
feelings all
ask
hurt.
that. We ask them two questions that crush us every time. Did you suck his dick?
Oh my, okay.
We ask. I don't know why.
Does that
just,
matter?
Yeah, no, but it just something like, yeah, dude, because it make us like, yo, I knew you was.
See, I would think a guy would ask, like, was
No,
he
I
bigger
know,
than me?
nigga,
That's what I would think.
Nah, you don't
And-
want to do that. No,
You
that's too.
wouldn't?
No, sir, no, that's forbidden. That's forbidden fruit. That's adamant. Yo, that's one question. I don't think you asked that. So the farthest I think we'll go is did you suck his dick and did he hit raw? That's the two questions. That's the farthest. Like, did he? Tell me, did you suck it?
So what's the difference between if he hit raw or not?
God, man, what?
I don't know. I'm not a dude.
He was in my pussy raw. He can't be in my box raw. That's total violation. That's shot clock violation. Like, yo, man, I can't believe. Like, that's when it hurt. That's
Okay,
when
I never knew that.
That's
Okay.
when that's when you crush like, damn, she could have played. She had that nigga hit raw. That's when you call home. The nigga hit it raw, dog. Twice, nigga, twice. We told our homie twice. Damn, he fucked raw twice. Damn, nigga, that's fucked up. So we try to console our homie. Don't even worry about it, dog. Man, I know, man. And she burnt me at the same time. That's how I found out. I know niggas who found out they girl cheated on because they got burnt. Real talk.
Wow.
Yeah, especially out here. Yeah. So
That means she does not even care.
Yeah, man,
'Cause
she- I don't
just
know.
moving
She-
any kind of way.
man, yeah.
Women
so,
are usually quicker and smarter than that. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, I
Maybe
know
they had the
couple-
house clean, dinner cooked, and you want to know they left out and came right back. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh,
Women are
you
usually quicker.
you giving secrets.
I'm just saying. Women are usually a little slicker than that.
Yeah,
Men,
nah.
they whole vibe change.
Yeah,
Everything changes when they
everything
cheating.
change, man.
Everything
And
changes.
then we
The way
go
they
in the
talk, the way
bathroom.
they act,
Yeah.
everything changes.
We go in the bathroom, look at ourselves like, man, I'm a nut ass nigga. Why I do that shit? Especially if we hit raw. We be looking
Yeah.
at, we be scrubbing it off. We scrub ourselves like we gonna scrub off let me scrub this. And then we wait a couple days to give y'all. We won't touch y'all for a couple days. I'm giving up secrets too. I don't give a fuck. We'll wait a couple days to touch y'all. We kept checking our shit. I think I'm good.
Yep.
I think I'm good to go. Like day 4 or 5, we all right, I'm good to go. I'm gonna go ahead
See,
and
but
take
by
a chance.
then we already know, like,
Yeah,
this
see what I'm
nigga,
saying?
like
But-
the whole thing changed.
But niggas, all you gotta do is spin to the dock, pee in the cup now, and they bop, 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 boom. Just to make sure, man. I'll give y'all a tip, you know what I'm saying? Don't be,
Okay.
because we usually go a couple, they keep squeezing it. Yo, is it good? Yeah, I think I'm good. But yo, as men, we do go far with the questions though when we get, I don't know why we just go far, like ask those questions that, like you said, I don't know why we need them details. I have no idea, but we definitely not asking, was he bigger than me? Because that is, I mean, like you would be crushed.
That's like a dagger to the heart.
Yeah,
What if they say, yeah?
man, yeah, he bigger than you and he put in work. He bet, man, what?
That would hurt
Nigga
anybody.
he might die that day. He might kill himself. Like, you can't
Not
tell
die
men
because of the size.
Yes, because he told you telling him that. So our pride is
because of
attached to
size.
our everything is attached to
I
our
do
penis.
know that.
So
The big dick energy.
yes, and we
I
all
get it.
swear we porn stars. Let's keep it the fuck real. All us men swear we porn star. We all think
Okay.
we the best you ever had. We're not. Like you got to be real with yourself. This is real talk. You're not the best you ever had, bro. You might be. In some cases, you might be, but you might.
But a
not
woman
be.
would tell you if you are.
I don't.
They will tell you if you are. If
Now-
you're not, they're not gonna say that. They're gonna
Okay.
say, "Oh, you're
So-
the best." They're
so
gonna
if they
tell you if
it's the
you are.
truth.
Then you are.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
9 times out of 10, yes.
okay, that's what's up. Because
Now,
sometimes
if you're not, then they'll give you a little suggestions along the way. Okay.
I want you to do that thing that other guy used
Yeah.
to do.
No, we won't say the other guy.
I know, but
we
y'all not gonna say, but that's basically what y'all signifying.
Yeah.
That little
pretty
thing he used to do. I
No,
used to
not somebody else. What we like. You gotta learn our body. Like a lot of men, when they having sex with somebody, they just do what they know how to do.
Yeah.
But if it's with someone different, then you don't know what they like.
Yeah.
Everybody likes something different.
Yeah,
I'm sure,
facts.
right?
Yeah, because I don't like my testicles played with at all. My balls, leave them alone.
So if you were in a relationship with somebody, you have to tell them that.
I
Because
do,
some
yeah,
women,
leave them alone.
okay, yeah.
Because
He
some
said
dudes,
leave them alone.
leave them there.
Some women don't know, so they
Yeah.
just do what they're thinking.
and they
is
go down and go
appeasing.
ham, and I'm like, and I'm jumping and moving. I'm like,
So
yo.
you got no. You supposed to tell them before.
Nah,
all
I
that.
tell her, yo, don't
Yeah.
do that. Don't do that. Leave them alone.
I got you.
Leave alone. Now, as a kid, it's like, leave alone. Like, leave
with
them.
you.
They're storage units. They're just there for storage. They're not there to be bubbled, gargled, whatever they do to them. Leave them the hell alone. Some men love it. Don't get me wrong. Teabag and all that. This guy right here, leave them alone. Shaft only. I should get a tattoo down that say shaft only.
Not the tattoo. Not the tattoo.
But
Well, I think that's just common with men and women. You do
Yeah,
what you
everybody
thinking.
body different.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you have to figure out, like, not even figure out. Just feel free. Men are scared to ask because they think they should already know about each woman.
I ain't
You know what I
scared.
mean?
Everybody
Ask
different.
them, what do you like, or how do you like this, or how does this feel, or whatever. Some people like when you talk. Some people don't want you to talk. Some people like freaky and crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It's just
Freak
you
off.
have to be compatible
Freak
in
off.
every area. Yes, pretty much.
Freak
Pretty
off.
much. What turns one person on might not turn the other person on.
Facts,
And you don't know
facts.
that until you're in a relationship. And that's what the whole talking and communication is.
Like
coming in
toys. Like some guys are intimidated by toys. And,
I recently learned that. One of my coworkers is like...
I was one of them, but I love toys now. It enhances
yes.
it enhances the sexual experience. It
Okay.
takes-
Well, one of my coworkers, I just learned that. I didn't know that.
Not
it was
toys
a
for me,
thing.
though. Toys
no,
for her.
No,
Nah,
I'm saying.
I'm just saying. I don't
I
know,
just
you know.
found that out.
Gotta make sure,
And
'cause some of these dudes
his
have-
wife has a rose, and he's very upset, highly upset. And I'm
He's
just like,
upset 'cause she-
very upset. He just feels like she doesn't need it because she has him, and I just didn't know that was a thing. And we just had a little conversation about it. And I was
how
like,
old is he?
really? He's older. He's our age, like 48, 50,
He don't
49.
He not into sexuality that
They've
much.
been together forever and a day,
That's
and he's
what I
just
said.
kind of
Yeah,
like,
he-
why she has this? And
he
I'm like,
born
it's
with
not
it.
really for you. It's for
It's
her.
born- He's supposed to put that on there while he
I ain't going to all that with him,
But,
but we did talk about it for a little bit, and I was
He
just
don't
like,
even
he
know.
was just like really upset. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
That was me. I was young.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship and she had a toy and what the fuck you did this? What were you trying to say? I was young, man. I didn't know. But as I got older and involved, I realized like, whoa, hold up.
some guys really think they don't need it.
Yeah, what if me plus that's going to give her this climax that man, I'm going to take her to a cloud that she, no man has taken her. I'm like
Exactly.
Captain Kirk. I'm going to take you further.
Not Captain, beam you up, right?
Say, beam me up. I'm going to take you to a place you've never been.
Right.
So men, you got to think like that. Don't get intimidated by the toy, bruh. Because it's a man out there who's like me, who like, bring it on. Now, again, for her, not for me. I don't want no toy. Because some of y'all niggas is getting pegged. That's another conversation. Anyway,
I learned that too. Like, yeah. And then with me, I'm a woman, so I don't want you to be getting pegged because now I think you're gay, and I don't want to deal with nobody who's
A
gay.
lot of people don't even peg this, but you out there peg
I'm
up.
good. If
Peg,
that's
hey,
your
peg.
thing, that's fine. Let me know up front.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Ooh, don't. That's another thing. I'm not that kind of. Don't go nowhere near my booty. Like there's this little parking spot, like the grundle, like in between.
Yes.
Like you could
I
get
know
there
what you're
at the
talking
parking
about,
lot. You could touch that the parking lot. I'm gonna call
Yes.
that the parking lot, the grundle or the what they call it. A lot of people call it the gooch. You can fuck with that part between the balls and the shaft and the book, but don't go nowhere near my
any
culo.
deeper.
No culo. No booty action for me. To each his own. Some men I heard love. Some men be her legs propped up in there like a woman. That's your thing, dog.
Kanye, fingers in the booty.
That is your
Kanye.
thing. But for me, I'm good. I just need to remain
But
masculine.
those are the conversations that you have to have when you're entertaining or when you become exclusive or decide to become exclusive. So those you can talk about so that way it won't be no
Some people are
mishaps.
afraid of them conversations, though.
And that's why communication is key. That's why things sometimes don't work out. Because maybe I like you, got everything else, but in the bed, I'm just not satisfied. So now, what do most guys do when they're not satisfied sexually? They cheat. Or women, they cheat.
Yeah.
Might not be
Women too.
physical. It might be mental,
Women too.
emotional,
Women
whatever
too.
the situation is. So those are the conversations I wish that people open up, especially black people.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
fact,
A lot of
yeah.
black people is so taboo. Like, I know what I'm doing. I don't need to do this. They don't want help.
learn.
They
Yeah.
don't want to learn.
Don't want to talk.
And like you said, the toys, and there's so many other aspects of it. Men don't realize for women, the foreplay starts way before the bedroom.
Way before the bedroom.
Way before the bedroom.
The
And a lot of
conversation
men,
started.
yes, and a lot of women, they want that. They need
Yeah,
that. And trust me, if you can get a woman stimulated mentally way before then, ain't no telling what you gonna happen in the bedroom. To be honest,
Waves,
you know what I'm saying?
Ocean,
But
Ocean 11.
yeah, listen, but guys think like, oh, that's corny. The candy, the flowers. Like, women still wants to feel like they're loved, not just you telling them that you're showing them. And it's the most simplest things for them. Get the car wash, hair and nails money. You know, like just little stuff that really don't cost too much. Let's go on a picnic. Let's do this, or plan something. Most times it's women always saying, oh, we're going here, we're doing this. Like, if a man just plan something like, oh, I got us reservations, that is a turn on like a mug. You be like, oh, let me get my skirt. Let me get my heels.
Let me get my skirt.
Like, you excited and you looking forward to it. It's like, oh, he put in a little work.
Put a little work in.
And now it's just like, okay, you ain't got to plan nothing for a little bit. I got us. Because now I know that you can do this.
Okay.
So it's just different. And I just think a lot of people don't think about it, or like I said, this era of dating is just so different. It's just always that last woman's go, oh, well, what we going to do? Yeah. No, plan something.
Some of us get complacent too. Some of us may get complacent. True. And then I always tell people a lot of times, like, for me personally, I think my past haunts me personally because I didn't have to do certain things because most times I was sought after, and I'm just being honest, I'm not trying to talk shit. Like,
because you had the big dick energy, huh? You were sought after. Okay. Tell us how you really feel. Okay.
I didn't say that, but I was sought after. I was pursued sometimes in some ways. So now that I'm older, this is the younger me. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm older, I'm having, I don't know how to pursue or don't know how to, I just lack a lot of things that, like you said, the planning, the chase, not chasing, the things, all the things. So I believe I'm heavy on affection. I love affection. Public affection. I don't care. We kiss any motherfucker. I don't care. I'm into public affection. I'm definitely into physical touch is my love language, touching, feeling, and all that stuff. But so I do struggle personally in some of them areas, but I love to learn too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I won't do any of those things, but like you said, man, the one thing I do know, like you said, foreplay is important, but there's a lot of men too I heard don't even do that. They have no affection.
That is true.
They're cold. I was talking to some chick years ago. She said her dude 50-something, 2 years old, and he just pulls it out and just bends her over and then like spit on, like, first of all, fellas, if you are a grown ass man, I'm gonna just say 35. I would say 35 and up, and if you are spitting on your penis before you put it in, stop this, nigga. You in the way. You are in complete way, bro. You should not be 35 plus years old spitting your penis lubricated to put it in. Like, you are out of pocket, bro. Like, that is not how you supposed to have sex with a woman, bro. You could at least kissed her, sucked her, like licked on her, little something. So, I mean, I don't know if you ever experienced or have experienced something like that where a man wasn't that affectionate, or he just thought he could just, slide right in. Because
you kind of, I feel like, again, going back to it, you kind of know all of this before you get in a relationship with them. Okay. The way they touch you, the way they say different things. For me, I've never had that experience, right? Where they just cold. Yeah, great. Yeah. Well, I don't play that. I need to be happy, right? Okay. So it's, again, communication. You talk about those type of things beforehand, right? Right. But I wanted to get back to something you said as far as your love language. A lot of people don't know their love language, right? Right. So I think that's something that people should delve into also. But you have to learn how to love someone else in their love language. So even though you know yours, do you know the other person's, or are you doing those things? Yeah,
like some people maybe gifts.
Exactly. Because like I said, what I like, all right, is my love language, gifts. That's my number one love language. And it don't have to be nothing extravagant. Listen, a Pepsi and a Hershey with almond. Listen,
I thought
whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Exactly. Just thinking of you.
Okay.
But people have to learn how to love other people the way they want to be loved. It's not how you want them to be loved. And that's a big difference. Yeah. And I think that sometimes get in the way with anything. And that's just not saying relationships, family, children, friends. Okay. Everyone has a different way of showing their love. You ever see people, they be like, oh, I didn't get love. No, they loved you the way they knew how to love you, not how you wanted to be loved. Okay. And I think that's a big conversation that needs to be had in the community altogether. Because everybody just think everyone's just one way.
I got 2 more questions for you. I got this one, then another one, then we. Okay. But this is one. How do you feel about? I've met people when they was like, "Yo, I ain't having sex till I get married."
To each his own. For them.
Ain't no way. Ain't no
That's
way I
for
can
you.
do it.
I've done it. I've been celibate one time for 8 years.
But you can do that. You can get married. Well,
it's
you never
not
been married.
I've never been married, but for me, sex. I don't know if it's different for men and women.
Well, you just said a minute ago, sex matters and all that matters. So
it matters, but it doesn't matter to me if I'm not in a relationship with you. So it was one time I wasn't in a relationship for 8 years. I'm not a free spirit where I'm going to have sex with anybody. Not hold that against anybody.
So you can get married without sex.
I wouldn't want to.
But you can do it.
I could do it because I've done it for 8 years. I can do it. You see what I'm saying? But I wouldn't want to. If that's the guy, if the guy come to me like, oh, I'm heavy religious, if they got reasons, now you gotta give me a reason. We just not gonna not do it. Give me a reason. Just say something, whatever. Because
because you again, I'm going back. You said you've been proposed to 7 times,
right?
But then you
and some of those guys I've never had sex with.
Okay, damn.
Yes, what? I'm not one of those ones. I'm just out here having. I'm not.
I get it. But
out of them 7, date, yes.
You didn't even smash.
I'm a vibe. Let's just be clear. I'm a vibe. I know my words. So I can date you and be with you, and then yes, they do propose. And it's like, no, I'm good.
So they propose without even.
Yes, I haven't had sex with all 7 of them guys, maybe 1 or 2. That's it.
Damn, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Me, no. I need to know that.
But you different. But when you see somebody and you start dating them and you know, like, okay, this person is a good catch, and I know I'm a good catch.
Yes, you are.
You know what I'm saying? But so then they try to lock you down, and they just don't know me. I ain't trying to get locked down like that.
But not saying you. Let's take you out the equation. Like you meet this woman, she's a vibe like you, just like you, but. You know, in the bedroom, she's terrible. Then, like, I married.
So then you have to teach them.
Teach? I'm too old to motherfucker teach.
You might be too old, but if you love a person,
I ain't no.
But listen, and I say this because
I ain't teaching
not
nobody.
Right. But listen, you're saying that, but you could be missing out on something. Maybe she had experiences in childhood that you don't probably know about or dealt with. Right. I'm just speaking for all women.
And I have empathy. I do.
And okay, so maybe she don't know how. If you don't know how, let's say if you've been with, I know some friends who've been with 1 or 2 guys. If they don't know how to do nothing or know how to please you, how are you supposed to learn?
Watch porn.
Not porn. I don't like porn, so porn isn't for everyone.
But you can watch it to learn. That was our.
When
practice.
I say teach, I'm not saying here. You gotta. See, I'm gonna show you how to please me.
One thing about playing sports is we learned, like when we play sports, we used to watch game film. We used to watch footage of the other team and study. You used to like.
But porn is porn.
Porn is
it's different
than
film. Being with someone you're intimate with.
But you can visually see. Oh, that's what she. Oh, you can even.
But that's what they like. You have to learn what you like.
But that's what I'm saying. This like. You know, one time I got some bad head before. Somebody was like, yo, man. I was disappointed. I was like, yo, because she talked all this stuff. Like, yo, I'm super head, baby. And I was like, all right. So she give me this oral, and it was terrible. So it was terrible
to you, but it might not have been to another person. Okay. That's when I say teach me. Okay, she knows what she's doing.
It was terrible because her teeth was involved. She was a gnawler.
But if she doesn't know that, somebody else probably said, oh, this is good.
No man wants teeth involved. There's no teeth should be involved.
Again.
If I could have a woman, no teeth, gums, all gums, I'm still looking for that spirit.
I understand what you're saying, but this is what she knows. She thinks she's good. So that's when you come in like, look, if you like her. I'm going to get a woman with
no teeth, all gums, gum me down.
She probably don't know that. That's what I'm saying. You got to show her.
You got to have soft gums too, not them hard jokes. I heard of something.
I cannot with you. I cannot. That's when you have to tell them.
I'm not teaching her. So there, you go back to what you just said. So I think I went to work and I was telling them, and they was like, damn, nigga, you got to teach her how to. And I was like, I don't know how to suck. I'm not with a grandma. Watch out.
No. When I say teach, when it comes to that, no. You could say, things you could say to tell her, baby, I don't like the teeth.
I don't know how to give
no, but you know how it feels.
Yes, I know how I wanted
when
to feel.
When I say teach, so you could say things such as.
What would tell her, move her teeth out the way?
Yes.
Like, how to help?
Listen, if you want it done right.
Her teeth is in her mouth, so I don't know how to tell her to move. Like, I don't.
Just say I don't want to feel your teeth, right? So, and then mentally she should get that in her head.
But don't talk
or tell
heavy.
her to slow down or do this. You gotta tell people sometimes.
I get that, but thing I'm telling you, sweetheart. I'm not teaching no one at this age. I'm not teaching someone
But
how
you
to
keep saying at
please.
this age, if they don't know, they don't know.
That-
And if
and
you want to be with
that's
them.
cool. That's fine.
So we're
Then-
going to agree to disagree. Because
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
feel like if I'm with a guy and they don't know what they're
saying it's a
doing, I'm going to
teachable moment.
say,
It's a teachable
listen,
moment.
can you do this? Can you do that?
So are you into size? Size matter?
Yes.
So
What?
how are you gonna marry someone don't know the size if it matters?
Listen, size matters.
Exactly.
Right?
So you just
I
said
said I wouldn't want to. I said I can marry somebody,
okay, so
but I
you
wouldn't
can.
want to.
So me, I can't. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. All these variables matter to you. So how could
Yeah.
you get married to someone if you never crossed that line?
I said I can,
You
but I
can.
wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to.
But you should just
It's a
take the can
difference.
out. You because size matter.
That don't mean just because I'm marrying them and I haven't had sex with them, that don't mean I haven't
What
seen
if
it
he's
or
flaccid
that
all
we
the
haven't
time?
done
What if
anything
he's
else.
flaccid all the time? You got a flat tire all the time.
You won't know that until you. I know people who got married and then later on they get flaccid because of age, medication.
Okay, exactly. But you just said you were married. And
that tongue works. They all right. There's a difference.
Even that mouth.
I'm just saying. If
See,
listen,
so-
something got to give because you still got to please everybody else.
So
right?
you okay with just this head all the time?
No.
'Cause I
we
thought
gonna go. I'm okay with the head until we go to the doctor to figure out how we're gonna fix this issue.
But that's what I'm saying. The issue is a problem he's been having. Like you said, we're older now. Some of us have issues.
Yeah, that's not gonna work out for me.
So you just said, let's just take you can't get married to someone.
No, I said
without
I
having sex.
can, but that doesn't mean that I don't know and we don't talk about these things.
let's take out
You're
the
just
can.
no, you're hearing one part of it. I
'Cause you
can,
can't if you got
but I
all these-
wouldn't want to. But I will talk to you. Let's talk about all of this, right? Let's talk about, do you get flaccid? Are you on medication that
You gonna
makes
ask
it?
all these
not-
questions?
Yes, I'm. First of all, let's back up. I'm a Virgo. I'm very analytical.
Okay.
I ask question after question because if I don't understand something or I don't know anything, I'm gonna ask.
How
So
big
yes,
is it? Is
I
it
am.
wide? Is it long?
Listen, some men might think it come off as nagging. I
Yeah.
need to know.
Okay.
I'm not nagging per se,
Okay.
but I'm gonna ask.
Okay.
So all that stuff, I'm not. I told you, I'm not going into a marriage blind.
Okay.
I'm gonna know everything I feel like I need to know about you.
Okay.
In just not sexually, financial, physical, mental. How's your relationship with this? How's your relationship with your kids?
Right.
Like I'm not dealing with you if you got a relationship with your kids. I don't care what the circumstances are.
Right.
Cause I got a daughter, so that means you're gonna treat my daughter better, and I don't want them to have no issue or whatever the situation is. It's so many different concepts to that.
Well,
Right?
like I said, I just, that for me, I couldn't. There is no can at all. There's absolutely, I cannot marry
I couldn't,
someone.
but usually when people say they can't marry until they have
Right.
sex
I-
until
I-
after
I
marriage, it's
can't
usually
even-
for a religious
I can't
reason.
even
And I'm a religious person. I was very, very heavily into church. I was Muslim at one point. So, I mean, I get it. I
Uh-huh.
see the different aspect of it, right? But nowadays, is so much more to marriage than just sex.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
it's like if everything else
Sex
don't
is
line
just
up,
like
sex
a-
is the last thing.
Yeah, sex is it's a small percentage, but it's like a big small percentage. Like it's like, at least I know that's good. Like even if
Yes.
everything fell, at least I know that part is
Yes.
good, and that part is healthy, and that part is a part that we know we can still please each other. Like that's
Right.
amazing that at the end of the day, me and my wife still please each other in that way. We really still satisfy each other.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Because I believe in sexual compatibility at all costs. I just believe some people do it for you than others. And hopefully you're marrying that person that actually, fireworks. I'm being honest. So, and it starts
It
there.
better be fireworks. I done waited all this time to get married. It better be something. Fireworks, celebration, parade, the second line, something.
The second
Shoot.
line.
Listen, something.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said you got to take that can out. You don't want to, but you can because it just.
I wouldn't want to. I definitely
think
wouldn't
you
want to
can.
because
I can't.
It's like
I can't even be in a relationship without before we get an exclusive relationship, like you said. I need to know because that part is important. And then once it's good, that is out the way. Now let's figure out the other stuff.
So
like,
you're saying
are we-
you couldn't have sex with somebody unless y'all were exclusive, or it doesn't
I'm not
matter in
getting-
the talking stage.
I can't. We not going no further until we cross, until we know we good. We both good out here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because there's some women that swear they got the best box out here, and the box be trash. I'm just been telling
Trash
truth
to you, okay?
No,
gotcha.
no, I'm trash.
Might not be trash to the next person,
No,
just
I
to
mean,
you.
that's true.
To you,
Man, but
because everybody different.
You might be right. You might. Somebody,
I am right.
Somebody
I'm a
else
Virgo.
trash and
I'm
somebody
always
else
right.
trash. No. But there is some boxes out here that ain't, like what women think it is, and that's okay. Just like some men ain't well endowed like others, or don't know how to use it like others. So it is what it is.
That is true.
Yeah. So, and that's all about sexual compatibility too. Like when you get two people, like I said, who definitely like you say get each other worked up before the even encounter happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the beauty of it too. Like, you know, we've been out all day. We had a nice, man. We went to Home Goods. We went to Home Sense. We've been hanging out all day. She talking shit. We went to a little winery. We just been, and the whole day just been nothing but affection and love. And then you finally, so shit, you probably don't make it home. You know what I mean? So that's the beauty of having great sexual compatibility. Whereas though y'all had this great day and then y'all go home, go to sleep.
Right, that's true.
I was like, oh man, I fell asleep on you, baby, because you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, my fault. Now we are older, we still fall asleep even if it's good too. But at least you might wake up in the middle of the night in the morning like, oh shit, daddy awake now. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't get to you last night. I ain't get to you last night, goddamn. I ain't get to you last, but I'm gonna get to you now.
I got my second win.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to you now, goddamn. Wake your ass up, goddamn.
So I got my second win. So I'm good to go.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is a part of, you know, my opinion, great sexual compatibility. So that's important for me. And I couldn't get married. That's why I said I couldn't get married or be in a relationship with someone based off that, me personally. So that's why I asked you that question, because I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I got one more before we get out of here. One more question. And this is an actual topic, but I want to hear your point on it. This is going to be a topic later on down the line. But I want to close with it with you, because I want to know, because a lot of stuff we talked about kind of almost give me that vibe. I was told about a year or two ago, a woman said to me, I think men don't even like women. I think they just tolerate us and use us. We only here to have sex with us, and you, like, basically we're just an object. And I was like, oh shit.
I have heard that a lot.
And I'm
recently.
like, yo, what if, because we go in our man cave or we go off to the side. We don't want to be bothered. We only tolerate y'all for a certain amount of time. We got this thing where we tell y'all shut the fuck. That's not me. I don't say that. But men, shut the fuck. Like, so I'm like, yo. Like, what you was saying earlier, some men don't take the time to learn a woman and like buy her gifts, to learn what she loves. So if we truly love, we do the, like we'll
do whatever.
We want to know,
right?
And we want to do those things, but some men don't. They don't care. We don't care to get to know all of you.
Some men, especially black men, have so much against them with the world. Women hold them accountable, and some men don't want to be held accountable, right? Okay. So that's where it comes in, where they like, oh, she's always nagging, she's always talking shit. But what is she nagging and what is she talking stuff about? Right. That's the thing, right? Are you doing those things? Is she trying to better your life? Is she trying to help you? And some men just want to do things on their own terms, on their own time. So I don't think that most men hate women. I just think that they know they have to be accountable. It goes back to motherhood, right? You know, when your mom call you, your mom get on you, you in trouble about some stuff. Same thing when you're in a relationship. When a woman keeps getting on you, when she keeps saying stuff, you got to hold yourself accountable. And I think that's what a lot of men don't want to look forward to. So they want to just use you. I need to get off real quick. I need to do this, or I don't want to be held accountable. Let me just do whatever and just keep it pushing. Then you got some men who really fighting sexuality. You see a lot of that now. I'm serious. It's a lot. Like, now you have to ask your gay guy friends, like, you think this guy gay? Like, what's up? I like him, but what's the situation? It's like, it's coming out a lot more. A lot.
Touch on that real quick. I had somebody said she had a gay friend, and she said she would sick her gay friend on the dude. Like, he would go to their Instagram and do, like, he'll friend them and then start liking the pics. And then he'll keep liking the pics, and then she said he'll finally send a DM, and then the guy respond. The gay guy like, no, girl.
I mean, that's a little. I mean, that's a lot. I had before I had a brother. He was transgender. So if I was dating someone, I would always like, well, what do you think? Or what do do you think he's gay? Or if you're around him and he talk or whatever, just because as some women we blind. Now there's some men you could just tell that straight up, whatever, right? But sometimes you don't know. And I say this because my transgender brother, he dated guys that were judges, cops, teachers, like. That I would see him like, oh, that's a nice looking guy, not knowing the whole time he's living a double life, married with kids, but he's dating my brother. Dang. So it's like
booty bandit.
Yeah, listen. So a lot of times you have to kind of X around because it's getting to be so. It's not even so much on the DL now. Nobody's telling nobody, right? Dang. Nobody's saying something. So even if I know this person's gay, it's not for me to tell. But at the same time, it's just like these men need to be upfront of what you are. This is a different era. If you're bi, just say you're bi. Let me have the option of saying, yes, I want to deal with you, or no, I don't want to deal with you. Okay. Right? Some women would date somebody who goes both ways. I'm just not one of those. I know somebody who does. I'm not one of those. And by all means,
bi men?
But he go both ways, and by all means, do what you do. What
No,
better
your
makes you
friend,
happy.
you got a girlfriend who
My female friend, yeah,
dates
she
guys
dates
that
someone
bi.
that's bi. He told her he was bi, and she's okay with that. But then it's like, for me, that's just too much. Now I gotta worry about if you cheating with a woman. Now I gotta worry about if you cheating with a dude. Like, it's just, I'm good. I'm good. So
She don't think about like which one is he? Like what if
he's very masculine. He
can still be the one getting his booty blown out.
He could be bottom or top.
But
That's not my information.
So that wouldn't,
to
like,
know.
as a woman, that wouldn't.
For me, it would, but for her,
because
again,
either one is still
to,
like, both of them still like, oh God, like, cause his thing is in somebody's booty hole.
Well, you going back to,
well,
as long as I have somebody. Some people just want somebody no matter what.
Infections, constant BV infections. You got constant page off.
Listen, that's her path to cross,
oh,
and when she gets sick and tired, she gets sick and tired.
And
but
then,
for me, it's just not.
If he the one getting bent though, you just visualize your man.
You really thinking about it because your face is all.
Nah, I'm just like, how do y'all do? Like, that's
how do y'all? How do they do it?
Yeah, that's a tough one, bro. Like,
I mean, again,
that's violence.
Things changing really quick.
I just thank the Lord. I'm looking at this camera. I'm gonna just thank the Lord. Lord, thank you for making me a 100%. What is it called? Heterosexual. Women only. My whole life. Whew. I mean, I ain't knocking y'all brothers, but I just you do you. But I respect the ones who just straight up gay, like the ones we talking about, the ones who hide it and not,
who you wouldn't know until you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm talking about the ones who hide it from people and on the down low, like those brothers and people.
And then you have the men, like you said, do they hate women? They want to be us so bad. These men, exactly. They want to be us. So they're jealous of what we have. They can't have the look we have, and so that's why you see so many of them getting the surgery, getting the implants, getting the hormone shots, because they want to be us. So they don't. It's not so much they hate us; they emulate us, and they know their DNA isn't the same. So. It's so many different factors to that question that you asked.
I just want to touch on a little bit. But you gave a great. Actually, it's going to be a topic. I'm going to do it later on as a topic. But I just wanted. You touched on a lot about that, so I wanted to touch on it with you and get your point of view, which was a great point of view, and you nailed it actually. So, man, I appreciate you, Miss Nancy, coming on to the podcast, Mr.Real Talk, man, giving us real talk. Like, listen, y'all, I'm just being honest. Like, I feel like God. This is the moment. They say this. We live in a time of the truth right now, like the truth, where.
Cat Williams.
Yeah, exactly. like real talk. So,
right,
and that's why I think God made me do this podcast again, because I am called Mr. Real Talk, and I've been doing it for years. This real shit. Like I don't know how to be fake. I don't know how to play fake. I don't know how to make fake conversations. I don't know how to make fake. I'm just having real conversations with real people. Like, I don't want to be a celebrity. I don't want to live like, I just want us. I'm going to always be normal, no matter how many followers, I'm always just going to be a regular person. I don't want to be like all them people and how they all running around because they got Diddy or whatever. They did this shit to their booty hole and shit. They ain't booty. Like, I just want to, I'm just going to always be forever. I'm going to call myself the popular regular dude. I just want to be a popular regular dude. The most popular regular dude.
With the big dick energy, you say? That's what you say.
I didn't say that again. I mean, but that's a whole nother topic too. I mean, niggas be talking with that got no BDH. You ain't got no big dick energy. You can't be talking to me like that, nigga. But anyway, I really, really appreciate Miss Nancy Fooks, right? I always remember Miss Nancy Fooks coming on the show, enlightening us with her real talk, her real conversation, man. She, what I'm saying, it was authentic, it was like genuine, and I love her perspective on life. I love her perspective on looking at it from the glasses, the half full, looking at life and relationships through a full lens, not just on the outside, like, oh girl, he's this, that, and that's it. Oh girl, he looks good. No, she looks at the whole picture, like she even went grandkids wise. I never even thought of that, but she's right. Does he have, like, man, so. Again, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate you, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. It's been a great show, man. Another had a great time. You want to come on, man? Let me know, man. Hit me up, DM, text me, whatever. You got my number, But appreciate y'all for watching. It's been Mr. Real Talk. That's all.